What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Chris Toy Fair. Today we're going over Star Wars The Black Series, Devon Izara from Maul Shadow Lord. This is by Hasbro. It's based off of Devon Izara from the Maul Shadow Lord series on Disney Plus. We got a few months ago. This is a new figure. It is a new sculpt, and it looks really good right off the bat. As always, we'll go over the articulation. We'll go over the accessories. We'll do some posing, so you can decide if this is a figure you want to pick up. All right, let's get into it. As always, for the inbox collector, it's your standard Black Series box. Black Series up top, window here, the name on the right here. They do go, or they use a nice red because of Maul Shadow Lord, red lightsaber, Sith. It goes along with the whole scheme of things. Picture on the side here with her name, same picture on the back, a little text if you want to read, and then the half window, half black side. I keep a few of my Star Wars Black Series in the box. Most of them I do open, but it's got a nice window. You can display it in the box if you choose to do so. All right, so going over the accessories. Geez, Hasbro, you couldn't give us an extra one pair of hands? This is the only thing we got. We got her lightsaber. It's a nice blue. It's actually even a nice lightsaber handle. There is some silver in there. There's a gray. It's got a little loop that you can hang on her belt. The blade is detachable. But, I mean, that's the only thing we got for $27.99. No additional head sculpt. No extra accessory. Not even one pair of hand? Okay. All right, so the size comparison with other figures in the Black Series. I wanted to go over this first before I actually get into the figure. She is a smaller figure, so she scales really well with other characters in the line. I think Hasbro is doing a much better job with their newer figures and the scaling. The figure that I think of that doesn't have a very good scale is the Ahsoka from the Clone Wars with her blue when she fought Maul. That is a really nice figure, but very tall for Ahsoka. Should have been a little bit smaller. And actually, while I'm talking about her, let me put her in the size comparison. So on the left there, Ahsoka. On the right there, Devon. I think she should have been a little... Devon, I think, is an okay height. Ahsoka, I think, should have been a little smaller. I actually think Ahsoka probably should have been Devon's height, but regardless, my point being, the size for the figure and the size comparison with the rest of the line is pretty good. All right, so actually going over the figure, let's go over the head sculpt first. It does look really good, more of a realistic look because I'm not sure if they wanted to go for that, but that's what it's coming across for me as opposed to the animated look from the show. It's basic on the painting. It's just brown for the head holder and then the Leku going through. Printed on detail looks good. I just wish they went with a different facial expression. You can't really put that in like a fighting pose, but it does look pretty good. The cape is a fairly flexible, solid piece. It comes up on camera really nice. It looks like a wool cape. It just has this nice texture to it that it looks really good. And then the figure, new sculpt, based on the appearance in the show. I will say mine has a few smudges right there, biggest one being right there. So I got mine from Big Bad Toy Store. I didn't actually look at the figure when I picked it up, but check your figures, especially since they have the window. Make sure you're getting something that's kind of smudge free. But overall, really good look. Colors are vibrant. The paint, other than the little smudges, looks pretty good. There's no smudge up there. Maybe this doesn't necessarily match the shoe. think that's tan is a little on the lighter side. Yeah, there is a difference there. That's all pretty much the same color. I took the head off just to kind of go over everything, but overall, pretty good. All right, so going over the articulation, the head will go all the way around. It will look down that much. We'll look up that much. We get a little bit side to side, and the neck can go side to side. The arm will go all the way up and around. There is a very, very, very tiny butterfly joint. And there, unfortunately, there is no bicep swivel. So you're going to get that, yep. You're going to get swivel at the elbow. It is a single bend, which I think, in my opinion, is the best way to go. Yes, you lack a little range there, but it just looks so good. Rotation at the wrist. And goes out that much, goes in that much. That's the same for both sides. But what I did notice is actually this wrist comes out and in. This wrist comes down and up. You can't go out. And if you rotate, it still kind of stays on that angle. So they actually made it so the wrist moves differently, whereas two different kind of range of motion. Right is different than left. But the arm is the same, elbow's the same. T-pose is not good. I don't want to break the figure, but pretty big restriction. That's pretty much what I'm getting comfortably. There is crunch at the waist, no specific ab crunch joint, and you can get a side to side, and you can get rotation. Belt is another separate piece that you can kind of move around. The leg will go all the way up to there. Swivel at the thigh. Oh, look at that. Yikes. Single bend in the knee. Rotation at the knee there as well. The boot foot will go up that much, go down that much. Pretty good range there. Then you get an ugly gap. And then it will rotate. No rotation? Oh, guess no rotation here. Okay, no rotation. And then we get a pretty good pose. All right, so some things we have good articulation with, and then others not so great. But overall, the articulation is pretty good. Here's Devon getting ready to use her lightsaber. Here's Devon in a ready stance. There's Devon in a defensive kneeling pose. All right, so my final thoughts. I really wish we got some more accessories with this figure because it just looks really good for what we're getting. The scaling is nice. The articulation is pretty good. The lightsaber looks good as well. The cloak, which is not a soft goods cloak, but it just looks really good as a flexible plastic. And the expression on the face, I wish we got something a little different than what we do have, but what we do have looks good. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Are you going to get this one? I pretty much try to get a lot of the Black Series figures because I'm a big Black Series Star Wars collector. But let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more action figure reviews. And I'll see you on the next Chris Toyfer.